You've been in this business for a while. You've directed a number of films. Do you find yourself working with the same set of actors every time? Because people say that's a problem with Nollywood, that we recycle actors a lot.
Yeah, well, I would say maybe I'm a bit lucky that I get involved in different kind of productions. So I mean, I don't work with the same set of actors all the time. But for people who work with the same set of actors all the time, I really do not have so much of criticism for them because I mean, in Nollywood is always self-funded and there are a lot of problems that producers face. So sometimes the devil, you know, you have your own people, you have your own understanding with them. Sometimes you negotiate with actors on volume discounts, like, oh, we are going to act 3, 4, 5 films for me this year, and this is how much I'm going to give to you. The actor too is secured that, oh, this producer is going to use me consistently this year, so let me commit myself to this producer. So it's all economy of the industry. That's why often you see that some producers sometimes they consistently use the same set of actors. So sometimes it's safe for you to use the people that you already know and you have an understanding with.
Creatively, it doesn't process any, it doesn't.
Yeah, well, we already see it now that some people are complaining that some producers are using the same set of actors because also the volume of production of that those producers are doing. Some producers are producing 20, 30 films in a year. And when you use the same actor for 20, 30 films, actually, creatively, it could be, or people will be tired of the faces and then it starts, looking alike. So I think it may not really be a good thing, but I understand the reason why those who are doing it are doing it. So sometimes it backfires when it is getting too much. So I would say maybe develop new people too, but also the audience too. Sometimes if you don't put some of these popular, the audience will complain and say, "Oh, we need fresh faces." But people who have tried fresh faces in their film sometimes got their fingers burnt. I mean, people want to see stars on the poster before they watch the film. So they want to see that you use a particular star. So producers often think that it's very risky for them to just, bring in good new faces and then use for a film because they have a good story. People have done it and got their fingers burned. So that's the reason why sometimes they just still want to go for the regular, popular actors so that they can use it to, attract the viewers to the film.
As a director, are you insulated from the financial problems of filmmaking in terms of raising funds, whatever happened to the film? Do you just do your own film and just walk away and say, well, I've done my own business and I'm paid and I'm off?
There are some productions where I'm invested in. I mean, there are a lot of the films I've done too. I'm like a co-producer too. So the kind of contract I have with the producer is that sometimes there are productions I've done that I wasn't even paid. My creativity was used as an investment in the film too. So in that kind of case, all the problems of distribution, marketing, sales is also on my head too because I'm a co-producer. And on some, I'm just a director for hire, where I mean, I'm hired and then I work from pre-production to the production, post-production, and once the film is exhibited or sold, whatever happens to the film is not my headache. So I have experienced, the headache of marketing, of return on investment, a couple of times. So I know what it feels when people don't break even and then they try to look for a distributor or try to look for. So I can't say I'm immune to that factor of financial burden of return on investment and that because I mean I've also been a co-producer on a couple of the projects I've directed.
Okay, now that Everybody Loves Jennifer has made 1.6 billion in Nigeria and Ghana and several other, still counting in other parts of the world. Tunde, are you a super multi-millionaire now?
Even Funke, who is the executive producer of the film, cannot boast to say she's a super multimillionaire because of the numbers on Everybody Loves Jennifer. Because I mean the dynamics are not as simple as that. That's the gross. I mean, so what belongs to the producer is the net and not the gross. I mean, announcing the gross is good for the industry. It's good for us to, I mean, to say, oh, the industry is big. We contribute a lot to the GDP and that. But I mean, that money is not for the producer alone. A chunk of the percentage of the money goes to the cinema, who are the exhibitor. You also have the distributors who are like the middlemen who took the film to the exhibitor, and then you still have to pay your government tax. So if you can net 35% of the entire money as a producer, then it means you had very good negotiations. I mean, I can confidently say that you can't net more than 35%.